Good afternoon. This is Board of Building Standards hearing for May 29th, 2025. I'm Amy Rivera.
Ted Agus. Pretty Parak.
Board Counsel Ryan McSherry.
Phil,
Philip Motto, Boards Administration.
thank you. We're going to read some moot complied cases in. Our first case is 1527 South Edding Street. Phil, do you want to read it in?
Yes, this is MI 2023-001-041, 1527 South Edding Street, Gina Battaglini, moot complied. The second item is MI 2025-003-095 for the property 6019 through 35 North Fifth Street, 1892 Broadway Associates Incorporated, moot complied.
Thank you. All right, our first case is 3103 Euclid Avenue. Is the applicant here?
I'm the attorney for the applicant, Natalie Klashtorny. I was informed that this case would be marked as moot complied as well.
Okay, we'll let Elle and I discuss it. Tom Rybakowski, can I swear you in?
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't have my client with me because Ms. Richardson informed me the case would be moot complied.
I just want to hear Mr. Rybakowski's statement.
Yep.
Can I read that one in the record?
Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Can we hear your side of the case?
Can we put it on
Our
the record?
records show
Oh,
that,
wait, I'm sorry. Can Phil read it into the record first?
yes.
This is MI 2024-004-876-3103 Elucid Avenue.
Go ahead, Tom.
Our records show that the unsafe matter under appeal today is marked complied in our system.
Okay, thank you. So Natalie, that's it.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, our next case is 2017 to 23 East Allegheny Avenue. Is the applicant here? Jorge Espinoza? All right, we may come back to that. Or Tom, do you have anything to say about that one?
I do,
All
actually,
right,
this,
let's let Phil read it in, and then we'll.
This is MI 2025-002-378 for the property 2017 through 23 East Allegheny Avenue, George A. Espinoza, appellant.
All right, Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
yes.
I think before we let Ellen and I put anything on the record, we should confirm the appellant is not here and service was made to them.
The appellants listed 356 East Eleanor Street in their appeal. Notice of this hearing. I do not have service for this matter. I can't confirm service. Apologies.
So in that case, if we can't confirm service, I think we're gonna need to continue this before we put anything on the record. So the appellant has an opportunity to respond.
Okay,
Give me 1 second. She may have put it in one other place. No, I don't have. Apologies.
okay, then it will be continued. Our next case would be 12 South 43rd Street. Meredith?
Everyone.
Phil, could you read this one into the record?
I'm sorry, we're moving on to number 5 now.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 3.
Forgive me. This is MI 2025-001-183, 12 South 43rd Street, Meredith Furliger, Esquire.
All right, Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Tom.
So in speaking with the appellant, the department is agreeable to continuing the matter for 120 days due to a litigation hold. It is been represented to the department that there may be litigation between the party and a neighboring party to resolve the matter. So for that, we'd ask for a continuance of 120 days.
All right, I'm in agreement.
I think before we can make any ruling on the continuance, we need to first address whether or not the board has jurisdiction to hear the appeal because it was filed untimely.
Meredith, why was it filed untimely?
So the issue, my client had received notification of this to his New York office after the appeal deadline would have already passed. So, and you know, just to supplement that issue, we had reached out to the department to challenge the basis of the violation around the same time. So respectfully, I'm happy to go into additional detail on this. This is a really unusual case, but unfortunately, by the time my client had received the violation notice, the appeal deadline passed.
Okay, I'm willing to hear the case,
I'm willing. I agree.
and I'm willing to give the 120 days continuance.
I agree.
120 days to repair the violation? Is that what we're agreeing to, or get the permit? Tom?
I would entertain that we would bring it back in 120 days to get a status report.
Okay, so it is continued for 120 days.
Thank you very much. We're in full agreement with that.
Thank you. All right, our case number 4 is 325 to 327 Cherry Street. Andrew Miller is the applicant.
That is MI 2025-001-384.
Andrew Miller does not appear to be in the room.
I don't know if he's showing up or not, but this is a lot like the previous case.
Okay, Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. So a lot like the other case, but
Hold on, I believe that the same applies. We need to confirm that service of this hearing was made.
This is a continuance request
A continuance request from counsel,
from the appellants.
from the appellants. And did they indicate that they were not going to appear, or was there any?
That part I don't know, but I do know they did send, they were in conversation with Mr. Robakowski just as of this morning.
Okay, just confirming.
Go ahead, Tom.
so this is a lot like the case previously. The only matter is that this was actually heard by the board previously, but there was a permit that was issued. That permit has since been expired, and that's what brought today's action in front of the board. Apparently, there is an agreement between the two parties. The appellant, which is 325 Cherry, and it's been represented that the neighboring property, there's a tentative agreement. So we are asking that the continuance of 120 days litigation hold, and then it be scheduled for a status update.
I'm in agreement.
I'm in agreement.
I agree.
Okay, our next case is 863 East Westmoreland Street. Slava,
I'm here.
okay. Phil, will you read this in?
This is MI 2025-003-088, 863 East Westmoreland Street. Slava Stepanov is the appellant. He's present in the room.
All right, Tom, do you want to present? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes. So I believe there is a matter to be addressed by the board first. I'd like to hear how the appellant is associated with the property, because I do not believe that the appellant is the owner. Secondly, I believe this is a late appeal and it should be denied in that the violation goes back to June of 2020.
Ryan, you have,
First, we need to address the standing issue as to how this appellant has standing to represent the interests of the responsible party.
Can I say something?
Slava,
Yes.
can I swear you in first?
Sure,
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, so first of all, I'm a contractor who did the job. Second of all, I possess a notarized power of attorney from the owners to deal with L&I and other city institutions.
Do you have documentation that you were given power of attorney?
I do have this document in my possession. Yes, I do.
Tom, would that give him standing if he can present this document?
I asked that it be continued to the next hearing date and then he send that documentation to the board.
That's fair.
But I would
Okay.
also like to have a ruling on the lateness of the appeal in that this violation goes back to 2020. It's way past the 5-day period.
I don't believe we can address timeliness until we first determine whether or not this appellant can actually prosecute this appeal.
Agreed. So we're going to continue it. Slava, you're going to have to submit your power of attorney, and then we can
Sure.
hear the case.
How am I submitting it?
Send it to Deborah Richardson?
Oh, I see. All right. All right. Are you going to give me a new date now, or I would be sent a letter or something?
You'll get a new notice.
No notice. I see. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, our next case is 1617 North Bailey Street. Joseph Moore. Can we show that Joseph Moore was contacted about?
Yes,
the-
I'll do that for you right now.
Yeah.
The appellant's listed 5433 Westminster Avenue in their appeal. Notice of this hearing. Notice of this hearing was sent to 1617 North Bailey Street, which was the violation address. Not the address they listed in the appeal.
Okay. Ryan, can we hear the case?
That is not proper service. Can't confirm that the appellant has been properly notified and has actual knowledge of this hearing. Notice was not sent to the address provided by the appellant. We have to continue it.
Okay. And Phil, I guess that leaves that up to you to see that the owner
Yes.
gets sent this. Okay. All right, our next case is 1237 West Sergeant Street. Muhammad Azam appears to be here.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, Phil, can you read this into the record?
Yes, this is MI 2025-003-090, 1237 West Sergeant Street, Muhammad Azam.
Tom Rybakowski, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please proceed.
So essentially, we have the property in question is 1237 West Sergeant Street. Has been declared as eminently dangerous following an inspection. The inspection or the violation issued against the property is that removal of over 2/3 of the structural members have taken place at this property. I will share my packet with the board. At the conclusion, we will be asking that a permit be under review for either the repair or the demolition of the property. If in fact more than 2/3 of the structural members have been removed, then per the zoning code, then the requirement is a demolition new construction permit. With that said, I'll share my screen.
Again, for this one, before we proceed, the violation notice I'm looking at here, the date of notice is October 25th, 2024. It appears appeal was not filed until January 20th of 2025, well beyond the deadline for filing an appeal. And the board first needs to, I guess, treat this as perhaps a request for non-protunct relief and determine whether or not non-protunct relief will be granted to this appellant to file this untimely appeal.
Okay, Mr. Azam, can I swear you in?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I will.
Can you tell us why the appeal was late?
I'm not from Philadelphia. I'm from New York City. So this is the first property we took over. I was not aware about all those things. And once we got the violation, actually, we bought property as is. We were just removing the debris to figure out what to do with it. And in the same time, I got the violation. Then I started talking to various, like the architect, the local service provider, and and then the New Year season come, and people didn't really reply on time, so that's why it took a while. But I wanted to resolve as soon as possible.
Okay, I'm willing to accept the late appeal. Pradeep and Ted?
I'm
Are you-
willing. I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna have Tom present the case then.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen and show photos that were taken of the property back in October, and at the conclusion, I'll be asking the board for the representing variance. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so this is the front of the property at 1237 West Sargent Street. The time of the inspection, October 23rd of 2024. You can see that the inspector has posted the property with an eminently dangerous posting on the front. This is the front of the property where the posting was placed. You can see that there were individuals at the property at the time of the inspection. Next two photographs, you can see a lot of the interior structure has been removed and new framing members have been installed in the property, including actually joining or embedding the new joists or at least framing member or flooring assembly member into the pockets or the joist pockets. Another two photographs of the property. And this is another photograph of the property itself. Again, it is 1237 West Sargent Street. I do know that this photograph was taken on October 2nd of 2025. Yes, it does have the incorrect date or the incorrect address in that it was taken across the street, and the GPS locator located the phone position of the address across the street. That said, we would be looking for a permit to be under review to either legalize the demolition of the property and a new construction, or a make-safe permit if less than 2/3 of the structural members were replaced. And we would be looking for a permit to be under review by the department within 30 days. With that, the department rests.
Okay, Mr. Azam, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so the new platform we set up in order to remove the debris in a safe manner, because the old joists were sinking. So we cut couple of joists, set up the new joists, make a platform so we can remove the debris. Otherwise, it's not safe to go inside. So that was the reason we did it. And yeah, I mean, 30 days is reasonable for the local guy, but being said, I'm from New York. If I get 60 days, that will be great. And I'm promising that I will follow whatever the local law is, and I will definitely process this as soon as possible.
Do you already have a team working on, like engineers working on it?
Yes, I do. I have a proposal actually. I can share with you in a couple of hours. I think it's somewhere in my email. So I
That's
already
okay.
have a proposal. Yep.
Okay. I'd like to stick with 30 days because it's imminently dangerous. There's nothing bracing that front wall. I don't know if there's a rear wall. So I'm in agreement with the 30 days to have a make safe permit under review.
Yeah, and just to be clear, this is to have the permit, submitted and under review. It's not to have the permit in hand. But that will happen very quickly after that.
Pretty, do you agree?
I agree. With the permit has to be limited to make safe construction only, no other further development of the site.
Okay. Do you understand that just make safe? You can't start putting finishes in. It's just to make the structure safe and to seal it up.
So either we make safe or we demolish one of those things, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Whichever
And-
permit you want to submit, but it has to be within 30 days.
Within 30 days. Okay, all right. I'll follow that. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I agree.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure it's clear. It's a permit either to legalize the demolition that's ongoing or a make safe permit there are two alternatives here. I just want to make sure it's clear. The two types of make safe permits that the board is granting this extension time for are,
And Tom, I'm going to refer to you. It's for a full demo or,
So essentially, it's up to the appellant's design professional. They need to go through the property with fine tooth comb and see how many structural members need to be replaced and a portion of the building envelope. If a portion of the exterior wall needs to be replaced as well, then we have crossed that 2/3 threshold and a demolition permit is required. If not, then they could get the make safe permit.
Will that determination be made by L&I once they file the make safe permit?
It depends on your design professional. Your design professional needs to be very specific on what is remaining and what needs to be replaced.
Actually, I rather go with the demolition one because it's already, the 2/3 is already gone. So I rather get the demolition permit and remove everything and build the new structure.
okay. Thank you.
So within 30 days, I have to apply for the demolition permit, right?
Yes, L&I has to have the permit application under review.
Okay, all right, we'll do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Our next case is 3230 Kensington Avenue. Abraham Soto is the applicant. Tom, I don't see an Abraham Soto in the room. Can you confirm, I'm sorry, Phil, can you confirm that service was sent?
The appellants listed PO Box 116 Hereford, PA in their appeal. Notice of this hearing was sent to that same address on 5/9/25.
Okay. So Ryan, can we hear it?
I think ultimately it should be, the appeal should be dismissed for failure to prosecute. Or for want of a
Failure
appearance.
to, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm in agreement.
I'm in agreement.
I agree.
We have to know the time.
We should,
What was your question?
On the failure to appears, they generally note a time on the decision. So we put a specific time in there so that if anyone says, well, it happened at, for example, it's 1:43, so if the decision is
in the
going
case of
in.
143, the appellant wasn't here.
All right, that concludes all of our violations, our refusals.
We do have matter number 2 that we skipped past. That was an issue that no one was present.
Okay. So that sounds like the same thing. We should, no,
In this matter, unfortunately,
Closed.
I cannot, the violation is closed, but I cannot confirm service was made to the appellants in this case.
so we're continuing it.
Unless Tom has something different to tell us.
Yeah, but you're saying.
We can't confirm service, so I believe.
Yeah, so it's just continued.
Okay.
That would be Allegheny Avenue. All right, so that concludes all of our violations. And we'll restart again at 2 o'clock for our refusals. Thank you.
Enjoy. Have a great weekend.
Is, okay,
This is,
okay, go ahead, Aim.
this is Board of Building Standards meeting. All right, this is Board of Building Standards meeting for May 29th, 2025. We're going to be hearing refusals right now. I'm Amy Rivera, board member.
And August board member.
Wayne Miller, board member. Oh, I'm sorry.
Pradeep Rag, board member, and I will be recusing myself for the next two hearings.
And
Okay, the
John
first
Dine,
case,
Fire Code.
Ryan McSherry, board counsel.
I'm Matthew Ojigal, and I supervisor.
Philip Motto, Boards Administration.
all right, first case is 1029 South 10th Street. Ian Toner is the applicant. Ian Toner is present. Ian, I'm going to have to swear you in. Is there anyone else with you that will be presenting today?
No, but the property owners are here.
Okay, you don't think they need to present?
I mean, they should probably get sworn in just in case you have questions for them.
Okay, who are the property owners?
It's her name's showing up as Faragine.
Okay. All right, Ian, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Excuse me, this is a board counsel, Ryan McSherry. I just want to confirm that Mr. Kelly is here, in fact.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I went on the record when we started. Thank you.
Okay, I just
And
wanted to make sure. Thanks.
I also want to clarify for 1029 South 10th, I'm the only one here.
Okay.
The
then we'll
client I mentioned
start.
was for the other project that I'm here for after this one.
Okay. Phil, will you read it into the record?
Yes, this is MI 2025-003-185 for the property 1029 South 10th Street. Ian Toner is the appellant.
All right, go ahead, Ian, you can present your case.
Sure. So we have, I hope you all have the plans. This is an existing 3-unit building.
You can share them with us and go through if you like.
Oh, sure. Let me dig them up. Let's see. Okay, so can you all see those plans?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so moving slow. Okay. It's an existing 3-story building, 3 apartments. I'll zoom in. The basement is storage only. Unit on the first floor, living room in the front with the bathroom, go around the stairs, bedroom, and an office at the rear. This is a corner property on these 2 sides with a rear yard here. The second floor, 1 bedroom in the front, down a hallway, living space, kitchen, bathroom. This has a second fire exit here down to the rear yard. And then the third is 1 large open space, kitchen in the center with the bathroom, bedroom in the back with access to a little roof deck. So we're working with the owners to legalize the building. My understanding is that at one time, 25 years ago or so, this was a single family home. And it has been renovated over those years into these 3 units. So the existing stair was the existing stair, I guess, from when the building was built. It's certainly old. And they worked around that stair to create these units. So there's a lot that's not quite up to snuff here. The stairs are a bit narrow. There's a hallway here. Here, this hallway is quite narrow on the first floor, leading back to this office space. The stairs are a little bit steep. although not terribly so. And I believe the egress windows in this bedroom are not quite big enough, although they're pretty close. And so the property owners have agreed to sprinkler the building and they're working on that. But they're just some of these dimensional things. Oh, the other thing is that right now, this stair, there's a door down at the bottom of the stair, which means a very short landing at the bottom. And then open at the top. They've agreed to enclose this stair at the top to get a proper landing at the top and landing at the bottom. So that's a physical improvement we can make. We can sprinkler the building and they're working on pricing for that now. We finally got our utility plan figured out. So really we're looking for these mainly dimensional variances on some of these items that just, unless we tear the stair out and gut the center of the building and reconfigure everything, there's really no way to make it any more compliant than it is now.
How long ago did they purchase the building?
I believe they've owned it for like 25 years or so.
Okay, and your refusal says there's level 2 alterations?
I mean, the only alterations we're making are those sprinklers, and then, like I mentioned, this here. We're not proposing any other changes physically to the building.
Okay. Have they made any changes over the years?
I believe all these changes are changes that they've made.
Okay.
This is a immigrant family who really, I don't think they were aware that for this kind of project they needed to be getting permits until their now adult daughter got involved and told them, like, they're trying to get rental license and they're getting rejected and they couldn't figure out why. And she called us and we helped them understand what the situation was.
Okay. I'm just going through Atlas and looking at old violations for stop work orders and. All right, let's go through the refusal items.
I can bring that up. Should I leave the plans up or you want me to bring
Yeah,
that
leave
up?
leave the plans up. I have it up.
Okay. All right.
So the first is means of egress for a change to a higher occupancy hazard category. The existing stairways, including handrails or guardrails, complying with the requirements of Chapter 9 shall be permitted for continued use subject to approval with the code official, whereas the existing interior exit stairway run along from the first floor to the second floor has a typical tread depth of 9 inches, less than the minimum 9 required by, I guess that's the fire code.
Yeah, they're 8-inch treads on that stair run.
John Dimes, how do you feel about that?
What, the tread of the stairways being 8 instead of 9 inches?
Yes.
I mean, these are older, I mean, we, as a fire department, we've been in obviously every type of building in the city. We're going to get there, whether it's 8 or 9 inches. So with regard to fighting a fire, obviously treads and wider stairways are always better, but it wouldn't be anything that we couldn't overcome relatively easily, or an inch of tread on a stair. So yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Okay. Whereas the existing operable windows for the bedroom at the second floor only have 3.82 square feet each as opposed to 4. I think I'm okay with that. John Dimes, again, I'm going to ask you, getting somebody out a 3.82 square inch window versus, or square foot window?
Yeah, with regard to window sizes, I mean, there's, it doesn't meet, I guess, the definition of an emergency escape opening. But again, this being an older city and us laddering and performing rescues in windows that don't meet the current building code isn't uncommon at all. That would be up to the board, but we operate in those conditions with those types of window sizes a lot.
Okay. And let me get back to this. Stairway width Stairway serving an occupant load of less than 50 feet shall have, or less than 50 rather, shall have a width of not less than 36 inches, whereas there's a lot of 2'9", I think some 2'8". Which I know we've let that go before. I think that's more of a moving in problem. Would you agree, John, that you can work with a 2'8"?
Yeah, and again, whether or not this is a triplex or, you know, whatever, if there was a fire in the building, no matter what it was, categorized, and we had to perform a rescue, if it was a single family or whatever, we'd have to operate and go up those steps as is anyway. So, you know, with regard to that, it would be okay with me.
Yeah, and graphically, Ian, it looks like the tightest hallways are at the ground floor, so less of a risk there.
Right, and that office space in the back, I mean, I guess theoretically it could be used as a bedroom, but it has a door directly to the exterior.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm okay with these variances.
Yeah, I'm okay with them. Especially with the sprinkler.
Yes, that will be a proviso that you're going to put a 13R sprinkler system in.
Yeah, that's on the drawings, on the, I think at the top of this page, but yeah, that was agreed to with the examiner.
Okay. All right, then we can move on to Umbria Street.
I believe we need a third vote.
Okay. Wayne Miller, are you present? All right, we're gonna have to hold on that vote. So we'll move on to Umbria Street. Phil, would you like to read that in?
Yes, I will. This is MI 2025-003-500-4645 Umbria Street, Ian Toner.
Ian,
All right,
I'm gonna swear you in again.
Okay,
Ian, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, and your clients, I see her on camera. I'm gonna swear her in. Could you state your full name?
Farah Jean Lord.
Can you spell it for the
Yeah,
court reporter?
sure. FARADJINE LAURORE.
Thank you.
I'm
Do you
sorry,
swear to tell-
pardon me, this is the reporter. Could you please spell your last name again?
LAURORE.
And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Ian. Do you want to present? Oh, Wayne, while Wayne Miller's here and on camera, Wayne, 1029 South 10th Street, are you in agreement with the variance and the proviso of adding a 13R sprinkler system? Can you unmute him? You have to unmute yourself, Wayne.
Yes, I am, and I'm in agreement with both issues on 13th Street.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ian, go ahead, proceed with 4645 Umbria Street.
Okay, so for this project, again, this is currently configured as a 3-unit building. I'll walk you through really briefly. So basement, again, all mechanical space and building storage. First floor unit is this. This is the new unit, this studio. As you walk past that and get to the rear, you're in the bedroom and laundry room of the second unit, which continues up to the rear here for living, bath, and kitchen on the upper level. If you were to go up this stair on the first floor, you get to the front of the second floor here, where you're in the lower level of another bi-level unit. So this is the living space and then 2 bedrooms above. So when the property owners here purchased this building, it was set up as 2 apartments, and then there was a beauty shop here. So as far as they knew, these units in the back were legal, and they, you know, did what they did here to make this into a 3rd unit. This has a direct exit to the exterior, it being a former commercial space. So when we submitted, we really didn't even address the other units. We just said, existing units to remain. And then we were told that those units didn't exist and that this was a full building change of use. So just like the previous project, we got refusals for a lot of things. Briefly, like, again, corridor width here, we're at 2.5 1/4. This is a structural wall. So we're pinned between two structural walls here. We were called out for stair steepness again. The other issue is the deed says there's an alley in the back, but it's not showing up on Atlas, and it doesn't seem like there is one, which means that now this bedroom and this bedroom, which open to the rear yard, technically they don't go to a open space, like they don't get to the street. That's something I can't really say for sure what the right answer is. But anyway, that's again, we didn't think it was much of an issue because we figured these units were already approved by some previous approval. Because there were rental licenses on this property for the 2 units before. And then this basement stair, because the basement is unoccupied, the stair is not supposed to be opening into the exit way, which it is. So, I mean, we could, I guess, maybe we can figure out a way to get a second door here, but I just don't think there's enough room to create like sort of that tiny hallway situation without, obscuring this door, which is why we did not propose to change anything there.
Can't you just move the door or remove the door that's at the top of the steps and pull it back and then make it go in the right direction?
Well, the problem is this basement stair that's going down, the code says that because the basement's not occupied, this door isn't allowed to open directly into the hallway. So when we've had this situation before, we've created like a little tiny vestibule between the basement stair door and the hallway stair door to create like effectively a corridor, which then makes it allowable. But we don't have enough room here. This door should swing out like this, and we would have to squeeze another door here. And technically we're supposed to have a 3-foot long distance here because it's the landing. I just don't think we can make it work and keep this door. And this wall is a masonry structural wall going up through the building. So there's no way to move this door anywhere other than where it is. And we can't move this basement stair because then we would have to move this stair and we're already short on the landing here. So we're kind of pinned in every direction. So that being said, I mean, what we're asking for is, again, these dimensional things for units that we really just thought we were trying to legalize the interior renovation of this space, not deal with all this other stuff. And so on top of all that, we're now being told, and I understand what the code says, if that's all true, and this is a total building change of use, then we're supposed to sprinkler the whole building, which none of this work was contemplated by these current owners of having to spend money on all this stuff. And sprinklering the building will be quite expensive, as you know. So we were looking to get some relief from the sprinklers as well as for the dimensional things that we didn't create that existed in these apartments for years and years, apparently without permission, although we thought that these units were pre-existing. So that's where we are with this one.
Are there 3 separate meters in the basement for 3 units?
Yes, I believe there are. I think I have photos from down there.
Okay.
Might be able to pull up.
And also, do you have a plot plan so we can see what the rear yard really looks like?
What I don't have anything beyond what's here, but we could look at the aerial.
Okay. Is there a garage back there? Is that what I'm seeing at the rear yard and then steps up?
No, it's a retaining wall, and then it goes up some steps to the higher part of the rear yard.
And how far back does that continue?
It's pretty far.
Because I believe, in John Dimes, you can chime in if if we can get 50 feet away from the
I
building.
think if we, is what the board has established a while ago with regard to having some sort of distance if there's fire blowing out a window. I mean, 15 feet just isn't going to cut it. I mean,
No, I said 50.
50
right.
done.
Yep. 50 is what we established before, correct? As far as at least giving some time. Is there an alleyway back there at all, or is there anything like that, or no?
So I don't think so. I'm trying my darndest to unshare my screen so I can reshare the other, but I'm
Like a
not.
Google Earth picture or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. I just can't figure out how to unshare my screen. It's not, the tools are not popping up. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay.
Do you know how deep the yard is?
That's what we're trying to find out.
So the yard is 98 feet deep. This is our site here, Umbria. So you can see like there's no alley showing up here. I mean, there's probably space between this building and this building, but it's not. And then if I go to.
Yeah, so if the fire department had to get to the rear, in these situations, if there's no alley, they actually go through the adjacent house, drag hose through there to get to the rear. And I'm just worried about rescue and how you get there and stuff like that, because if you're trapped back there, is that 90 feet deep yard? Is that after the structure, or is that the total lot size, 90 feet?
It's the total lot size. It's 90. What did I say it was?
How deep's the
90
structure?
feet.
98 feet. The building, I can. It's a great question. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to measure it.
Yeah, I'm trying to measure it on Atlas and it's not letting me.
Yeah, I'm going to get it from our drawings.
But it looks, if the lot is about 100 feet deep, the building is definitely more than 50 of it.
Yeah, the building is 50, just under 57 feet.
The lot's
43 feet.
And the building's 98. So that gives us 40 feet to the back of the lot.
And the image you have looks like there's an alley back there.
Gotta be something there. It's up against that. It would be up against a house.
Yeah, I mean it does look like there's something.
If I can
and-
just add in, there is an alley, but there's just like, we never really use it, but because it doesn't seem like nobody's using it, but there is a door in the backyard that leads to a little alleyway that connects the neighborhood house.
Is there a way to a public way from that alley, or in other words,
That's the part we're not sure. We're not sure if it's public because we've never used it. We never see anybody around there. But there is that leads to the street. That's that property next to us, which is the street.
It does come out between
right
the
here.
garage and this building here.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
the garage. Yeah, that's correct.
Is that a locked gate there? Or is that a gate, or is that something right here?
Yeah, it looks like a gate. But it's hanging open in this picture, so maybe there's no lock on it.
Uh-huh.
And that property that I'm looking at, that's the actual property we're discussing. It's not the one next to it. That's okay.
No, ours is around the corner here.
So I guess what I'm trying to get at is if there
sorry,
was
this
a fire, the front door was blocked, you had to get out the back. You've got 48 feet or 46 feet.
40.
Not what we've established at some point in the past of 50 feet, just to get enough away from the heat and the flame. It seems like you can still get out of that yard, get down an alleyway further away from
Right.
the structure and possibly to a public way. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Is there a gate in that backyard fence that leads to what we're calling the alleyway? Or is there no gate?
The garage is open. There is a gate in the a door that we have to open. But we can remove it if that's an issue. I think it's just like a fencing gate to like tell where our property is.
Yeah,
I
it's
understand.
fine that there's a gate. It's more, I think, Amy, maybe your question was if there was no gate, we would need one.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. It's a door, like a door that just opens.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll make it a proviso that that gate exists into what appears to be an alley that will get you to the public right away.
Can I just chime in real quick? This is Matthew
Sure, Matthew.
Wojcik. The alley is on the deed. It is
Oh.
described as leading out to Ripka Avenue, which is now Ripka Street.
Whose deed is it on? Is it on?
4645 Umbria Street.
Okay, all right.
All right, great.
So legally speaking, it does exist.
Okay.
And that's there, so that does, would that meets the thing that we talk about, the 50 feet in the backyard. You're out to an alley, you can certainly get down to 10 feet down that alley, going out to the main street, the one street there. Wow,
Right.
okay.
All right, let's go through the refusals. The first one's about the sprinkler system. Because we went from an R2 to an R3, I believe,
R3 to R2.
R3 to R2, sorry. And you're saying they're not, that's not being provided.
You know, when they bought that house or the structure, when they bought that, it was, there's the 4 meters.
Okay. Okay. All right, let me go through the rest of the provisos or the rest of the refusal items.
Go ahead.
All right, handrails. So the handrails are just a little short of what they should be?
Well, it was calling for the handrail extensions. I think that's the issue. And we don't, if you look at the way that the stairs always end like right at the hallway. So there's nowhere to go with a handrail extension. I'm going to pull the plan back up just so we have it.
Okay.
So, right, so like this stair comes down, there's no room for a real handrail extension here.
Because there's a door there.
And I think that,
Other side.
I mean, I think that would be the only one. I mean, I guess the basement one could theoretically be subject to the extensions too, but the others are within the units, so I don't think that we would need extensions there. I think it's just this one, but I mean, this one also only leads to a single unit, even though it is open to the corridor. So yeah, and that's our situation.
All right, so they're not being provided because there's just not room for them.
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying that's probably only 2 locations.
I think the only shared stair is the one to the basement. And that one's already over constricted by the existing conditions. And it's also not really for use by the tenants.
All right, then our next refusal item is the width of the stairwells, and the worst one sounds like it's 31 inches.
Yes, this one in this unit is 2 feet 7. So yeah, that's 31. This one is 2.9. Those are both within the units. The basement stair is 2.8. And the one from the first floor up to the second floor, again, just for the use of this unit, is again 2.8.
Okay. The basement stair has no landing at the top of the stair on the stair side and is only 32.
32.5.
That's the one we talked about.
Yeah, I'll get both ends in there.
Okay, thanks. So I'm still not understanding why the door at the top of the basement stairs, why couldn't that be pushed back? It wouldn't interfere with the door into bedroom number 1.
So we could push it back. We can't get it to 3 feet away. There's not enough room for that. We can certainly push it back to create a landing on both sides of the door. The other issue with this stair is that it opens directly into this corridor, which is a separate issue, but it is also an issue. And there's not a way to solve that no matter where we move this door, because there's just not enough room. The really like legal way to make this work is to have 2 doors with a corridor, a length of corridor between them. And we've done that where we've done a 3-foot long corridor, the door at either end, so that the stair doesn't open directly into the hallway. But there's not enough length between the top of the stairs and the unit door to fit 2 doors in. So we could certainly move that door closer to the unit door. We still won't have a legal length of landing, but it can be moved.
Is it a rated door?
That's a good question. If it's not, we can always replace it. I don't remember if it was a solid door or not. Farah, maybe you remember.
No, I don't recall for that one.
Would they need a variance because the landing ain't 3 foot for the door? Is that what the issue is?
Yeah, that's one of them.
What else we have?
Sorry, Ted and I were mulling this one over.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to the next one.
The most important thing is the safety of the people in
the unit.
bedroom rather than in the basement.
Okay. We're at corridor widths again. Basement contains utilities and mechanical equipment only, which does not constitute a normally occupied space and is not permitted to be accessed directly from the interior exit hallway or stairway. So that's where you're saying you would normally have that little 3-foot vestibule.
Yeah.
Okay. Sleeping rooms at the rear of the building do not have emergency escape and rescue openings that open directly to the public way or to a yard. Well, I think we just figured that one out.
Yeah, right.
Because the back door goes to an alley.
Yes.
Unit C only has access to 1 exit and no sprinkler coverage is proposed. So that's the 3rd floor?
Yeah, that one is bi-level from the 2nd up to the 3rd. That's these 2.
So Matthew Wojcik, as a bi-level, it still doesn't meet code?
About which unit again?
Unit C not having, I guess, 2 means of egress.
Yeah, because there's no sprinkler system being proposed, it can't have a single exit under any conditions.
Okay. All right, existing stairs, existing stairways and buildings, whereas the architect states that all the existing stairs do not meet the dimensional limitations. So Ian, talk about that. The stair, I guess it's treads and risers.
Yeah, they're just too steep per the code, but they are where they are. And again, it would be pretty major structural work to try to change any of it. But I'm 6'4" and I made it up and down okay.
What were you, on your knees?
I have a hard head. It's fine.
That's such a good one.
Okay, John Dimes, do you have any thoughts? I think we're gonna have to caucus on this one.
No, I think I understand the case pretty well. It's kind of just up to you guys whether or not it's okay with you. The big one is what? The variance for the sprinkler system, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, your call, and the reason for the variance, if you were to grant it, what would it be?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, in other words, usually when you put in an appeal, there's a reason for the variance. Is it just a hardship or is it?
Yeah, I mean, so the two older apartments are occupied. So you're talking about like disrupting those tenants. It's also a cost issue. This isn't a situation that was necessarily created by the current owner. And, they bought this building under the assumption that what was there was okay, and they were gonna get a permit for this third unit. But I think they did not expect that it was gonna trigger something as dramatic as having to sprinkler the building. So we're, asking for your mercy on the expense of doing it.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a few minutes in caucus. Stop recording. For 4645 Umbria Street, sorry, we are going to grant the variance with the provisos that there has to be a gate to that alleyway from the rear yard and that the door to the basement is rated. And we'll accept the narrower hallways and the lack of handrail extensions where they exist.
Okay, and no sprinklering?
And no sprinklering because it's been, the 4 meters were shown. It's been a 3-unit building for a while.
Thank you very much.
Wait, Ted, do you agree?
I agree.
And Wayne, do you agree?
I agree. I just, the thing is too, is that, from now on, if you buy anything, you should really take a look at that. I know people just buy it, and they figured it was a 3-story, but I would check it if I was buying from a building, I would check what its occupancy was. If you have a client, you could let them know if they're buying something to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think we definitely learned our lesson here. So thank you.
That's a good thing. Okay. All
Ian,
right.
did you get the zoning approvals in 2024?
No, that was before us.
Oh, so the previous owner went and got electrical permits, zoning approvals? Okay.
All right.
All right, that
Good
concludes
luck.
it.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.